A quick out. Welcome to today's broadcast of the Mountain View Vikings versus the Arroyo Knights. Pitching today is Joaquin Mayhem Huerta. Second up to bat for Arroyo is Joseph Chavarria. First pitch is a strike. Throws him out at first for the second out. So 2 down here for the Vikings. As number 13, Oscar Hernandez comes to bat for the Knights.
We might go off the air in a minute, yes, or to change our Wi-Fi. The router's too slow.
Huerta waiting for his sign. Finds one he likes. The pitch. Outside corner. So 1 strike to Hernandez. Second pitch is low. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Hernandez. 2 outs. Top of the first. Mayhem with the pitch. It's popped up towards second. Freddie Pineda under it. And caught. So quick 1, 2, 3 outs for the Vikings, and they will come up to bat next. And we're back here in the bottom of the first inning. We are now at the second batter for the Vikings, David Ibarra. First batter was Aaron Borrayo, senior center fielder who was able to get a single base hit and rest at first. This is the second game between the Vikings and the Knights in the second round now of Mission Valley League playoffs. Mission Valley League, sorry. Both teams fighting for a playoff spot at the top of the Mission Valley League. Vikings looking to avenge their loss earlier this year. So here we go, David Ibarra coming up to bat. David is senior catcher here for the Vikings. Waiting on the first pitch. Pitch is high for a ball 1. Pitching today for the Knights is senior David Hurtado, their ace. Hurtado checks the runner at first. The pitch. Bunted back towards the pitcher. David makes his way till first. Out, but is able to move Arroyo over to second base. So that'll be the first out for the Vikings as senior captain Richard Moreno comes up to bat. Richard plays shortstop for the Vikings and pitches as well. First pitch is low in the dirt. Arroyo steals third and is called safe. So Arroyo now in scoring position for the Vikings as Moreno waits for the second pitch. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Hurtado into the windup. The pitch. Low, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to Moreno. Ball is outside. So 3 balls, no strikes to Moreno. 1 out. Vikings hoping to bring home Arroyo with a base hit. Next pitch is low in the dirt, and that'll walk Moreno. So the Vikings now have runners on first and third. Next up to bat will be number 13, Israel Leon. He is the designated hitter for the Vikings. He is a freshman who plays first base and pitches. Israel ready's at the plate. Hurtado checks the man at first. Wait on the sign. The pitch. Call for strike 1. Hurtado. Pitch. Called inside for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Israel Leon. Hurtado with the windup, the pitch, inside, ball. Oh, actually strike. Able to cut across that plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still 1 out. Score is 0-0. Israel with a hard hit to a shortstop. He comes up with it, gets it to second, and able to pull the double play. So although the Vikings were able to get some runners on early, they're not able to bring anyone in, and the score remains 0-0. So as we get set here for the beginning of the 2nd inning, I'd like to let you know that today's broadcast is brought to you by our amazing Vista Academy. Vista is our video production academy here at Mountain View High School. Today's footage, from the filming to the editing, is all brought to you by our students. Students enter Vista when they are sophomores and stay with the academy throughout their senior year. They work on projects such as this, Vista Sports, as well as the daily news announcements. So we're back. First batter for the Knights will be Hurtado, their pitcher. First pitch is a strike. Hurtado raised at the plate. Mayhem with the windup, the pitch. Called outside for ball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. So the pitchers here battling. Popped up towards first baseman. Ricardo Lopez under it and comes up with the out. That'll be the first out of the 2nd inning. With the next batter, Alex Peterson. Peterson is a junior and plays 3rd base for the Knights. Mayhem with the outside pitch, ball 1. Mayhem waiting on the sign, into the windup, the delivery. Hit hard towards left field. Joey Botter under it. So that'll be a base hit for Peterson. So Knights with 1 on. One out as number 15, Harin Pinuelas, comes up to bat. Pinuelas is a junior playing designated hitter for the Knights today. Mayhem checks the runner at first. The pitch popped up towards first base. Lopez under it, caught, and able to get the double play. Excellent play by Ricardo Lopez. Had the sense of mind to catch the ball and tag his base for the double play. So no runs brought in that inning for Arroyo, and the score continues 0-0. We get ready for play here at the bottom of the second inning with the Vikings coming up to bat. Day is a bit overcast, a little drizzly. Looking beautiful out here on what we affectionately call Cecil Field. Maintained and looking like perfection thanks to the hard efforts of both our maintenance crew and our head coaches, Aaron Sepulveda and Angel Lopez. The team takes great pride in their field. They water and mow it themselves almost daily. And it looks a beaut. So up to bat will be Ricardo Lopez, who had some spectacular plays at the top of this inning. He'll take the first pitch for ball one. Machado into the windup, the delivery. High and outside. So ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Ricardo Lopez. Ricardo waiting on a pitch. Ready's at the plate. Hurtado with the windup, the delivery. Low, ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Ooh, inside for a strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Lopez. Hurtado into the windup, the delivery. Popped up, popped it back. So that pitch fouled off. So brings the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Lopez ready at the plate. Hurtado with the windup. Foul tipped. Ricardo staying alive here. Hurtado into the windup. The pitch hit back towards the second baseman. Easy routine out for him. So that'll be the first out here for the Vikings. And that'll bring up number 28, sophomore Richard Ramirez. Ricky ready at the plate. The pitch, low, ball 1. Hurtado waiting on the sign, into the windup, the delivery. Ooh, strike, but fouled back. Ramirez able to get a piece of that one. So that'll bring the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Hurtado, the delivery. Outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Low for another ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Ramirez, 1 out here at the bottom of the second. Ooh, swung on and missed for strike 2. Full count to Ramirez. And that'll be a walk. So Ramirez will take his base. And that'll bring up next sophomore third baseman Iker Vireles. With no runs scored, Vikings trying to be the first to get on. They got Ramirez at first. First pitch is a strike. So Iker waiting on the next pitch. Hurtado into the windup. Hit back towards third. Dropped at second, so Ramirez will be safe, as well as Iker. So the Vikings now with runners on second and first, as number 4, Joey Barra, comes up to bat. Coach Ploda having a quick word with Joe. Joe all smiles as he comes to the plate. Joe is a senior and plays left field for the Vikings. Hurtado checking the runners. The windup. Ooh, swung on and missed. Strike 1. Hurtado's into the windup. Call for a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes to Joey Barra here. Hurtado checking the runners. Pitches. Ooh. Inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ibarra. Hurtado checking the runners. The delivery. Hit back towards third. Called foul. Nearly a base hit. So Joe stays alive. Count still remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hurtado looks at the runners. The windup. Ooh, check swing. And a good check swing by Joe. Brings the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Time temporarily called on the field as a softball comes over from the varsity softball game. We'll get an update for you as soon as we can. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Joey Barra. 2 runners on, 1 out. Ooh, swung on and missed. Strike 3. So that'll be the first strikeout for Hurtado. That'll bring up number 27, Freddie Pineda. Freddie plays second base and shortstop for the Vikings. He is a senior. First pitch is a strike. Hurtado checking the runners, keeping them honest. Both now take a big lead. The delivery fouled off. Out of play. So no balls, 2 strikes to Pineda. Vikings again with 2 runners on, trying to bring in someone. Hurtado with the pitch. Called outside for a ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pineda, 2 outs. The pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pineda here trying to make something happen. The pitch is outside for ball 3. Full count now for Pineda. Hurtado waiting on the sign. Looks over at the bases. The pitch. A strike but fouled off. Out of bounds. Pineda continuing to battle here. When you get a chance, can you tell me the score? So, count remains full count here. Machado into the windup. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that brings 2 strikeouts for Hurtado. And so the Vikings, while able to get some runners on, again, not able to bring anyone in. And the score remains 0-0 going into the 3rd. All right, so to start off the 3rd, we have number 9, Andrew Longo, coming up to bat for the Knights. Andrew plays shortstop and is a sophomore for Arroyo. The first pitch is hit back towards the shortstop. Moreno under it, scoops it up, fires it towards first. Out. So that'll be the first out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Meanwhile, we bring you an update from the varsity softball game. The score is 0-0 at the bottom of the 3rd. Meanwhile, back here on the baseball diamond, we have Nathan Dang batting for the Knights. Nathan is a senior and plays left field for Arroyo. Dang calls time. Gets in a practice swing. Steps back into the box. Ready to go. Mayhem on the sign. In the delivery. Strike. So no balls, 1 strike here for Dang. 1 out. Mayhem into the windup. The pitch hit back towards shortstop. Moreno under it, fires it towards first. Not able to get there in time. Thrown over the first baseman. So that's good for a base hit. And that'll bring up number 12, Ray Cotero, to bat. Ray is a senior and plays center field for the Knights. Mayhem checks the runner. He's safe. Mayhem with the pitch. Cortero showed bunt. Overthrown for an error to first base. Dang, making his way towards third. So Knights able to move their runner all the way over to third on a bad throw back to first base. Mayhem with the pitch. Outside. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Cortero. Knights with 1 man in scoring position. Hit hard towards third base, gets past him. Dang's gonna score on that one. And so the Knights are able to strike first and have the first run on the board. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. Mayhem checking the batter, checking the runner at first. Brandon Pettis back up to bat for the Knights. Mayhem into the windup, low. Pettis ready at the plate. Mayhem into the windup. Hit back towards third base, foul ball. So here we go, 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Pettis. 1 out, 1 run scored. Popped up towards shortstop, actually called by Pineda. Caught for the 2nd out. So 2 outs as Joseph Chavarria comes up to bat for the Knights. 1 man on. Mayhem checks the run at first. Huerta in the lineup, pitches it, hits it back towards second base. Pineda up with it, pitches it to second, and that'll be 3 outs. But Arroyo able to strike first. And so the score is now 1-0 with Arroyo in the lead. Lots of baseball to be played. Vikings will look to get back in it now as they come to bat at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Both teams battling a slight drizzle out here, hoping to keep the elements at bay and get this game in. As we start the bottom of the 3rd, Vikings go back to the top of the lineup with senior Aaron Boayo up to bat. Boayo was able to get onto first base in his first at bat with a single towards the shortstop. Arroyo here, ready's at the plate. Hurtado gets the sign into the windup, the pitch. Ooh, and hit hard towards left field. That's going to hit the fence. Arroyo rounding first, going towards second. Slides. Safe. So Arroyo 2 for 2 today. Able to hit a nice double to start off the inning. David Ibarra now up to bat for the Vikings. The pitch. Hit towards left field. It's a good hit. Arroyo rounding third, coming home. And scores. And that'll tie it up. So a good RBI hit by David Ibarra to tie up the score. So score all tied up here in the third. No outs. Captain Moreno now up to bat. Hurtado with the pitch. Low, ball one. Moreno ready's at the plate. Hurtado gets the sign. Into the windup, the delivery. Strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Moreno. Ibarra with the lead at first. Hurtado the pitch. Low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Richard Moreno. Next pitch is low, ball 3. 3 ball, 1 strike to Moreno. His best bud, David Ibarra on first. Vikings hoping to extend the... Ooh, strike. Inside strike here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Hurtado, the windup. Hit. Between shortstop, able to come up with it. Ooh, but bobbles the catch. So the Knights with an error in here as well. And that's good for a base hit. Vikings now on first and second. So still no outs here for the Vikings. A little bit of commotion out in the field. And it looks like they worked it out. Meanwhile, Israel Leon here to bat now. First pitch is a strike. So Leon takes first strike here. Ready's at the plate. Next pitch is called also for a strike. So 2 strikes here by Hurtado. 2 strikes, no balls. Leon ready's at the plate. Ball's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Momentary pause here as we get Varsity Softball their ball back. Hurtado. The pitch. Outside. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Leon. Hurtado with the pitch. Low, ball 3. Count is full. The pitch is low, ball 4. That'll load the bases. So brief time called here as catcher, first baseman will regroup with their pitcher. Taro here facing a little bit of pressure. 3 men on base, no outs to begin the 3rd inning. Vikings already scored and tied it up 1-1. And number 1, Ricardo Lopez, will come to bat. The pitch, outside, ball 1. Vikings being very disciplined here. Giving a good eye. Next pitch is hit back towards the pitcher. He'll throw it towards second, trying to make the double play, but safe at first. And Vikings able to score a second runner. So Ricardo with an RBI as he brings in David Ibarra. The Knights able to get out Leon at second, but Vikings still have 2 men on base with Moreno on 3rd and Ricardo at Lopez at 1st. Richie Ramirez now up to bat. First pitch is right down the middle for a strike 1. Hurtado checks the runners. The pitch. Low and inside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ramirez. Hit back towards the pitcher. It's into the gap. That'll bring in Moreno and move Ricardo over to second. So another RBI here for the Vikings. Richie able to connect right up the middle. And excitement over at the softball field as it looks like someone just hit a home run. Looks like it's Baby Sosa with a big home run blast over the fence. We'll bring you the score momentarily. Meanwhile, Iker Mireles here, up to bat for the Vikings, fouls off the pitch. One ball, 1 strike here for Mireles. Ball's high. 2 balls, 1 strike here for the Vikings. 1 out, 2 men on. Eaker takes the next pitch, hits a strike. Needs to be careful now with 2 strikes. Hits it back up the middle, into the gap. Ricardo Lopez, thought about going home, but reconsidered. Eager with a base hit. Bases are loaded again for the Vikings. Joey Barr will now come up to bat for the Vikings. First pitch is called for a ball. Ibarra waiting on the next pitch. Hurtado into the windup. The delivery. Ooh, swung and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's low. Two balls, 1 strike here to Ibarra. Ooh, nearly hit. Oh, and he got a piece of him. So Hurtado will peg the next batter and bring in another run. Vikings will take it. That brings in Ricardo Lopez. Bases remain loaded. And it looks like the Knights will make a pitching change. Yeah, they will. They bring in number 8, Felix Perez, now to pitch. So, while Felix Perez warms up here for the Knights, we'll try to get you an update on the softball score. Bet is still warming up here for the Knights. Meanwhile, we bring you an update from the softball game. The score is 1-0 off of the home run by Alex Sosa. It's the bottom of the third still over there for them as well. Bottom of the third over here on the baseball field. Freddie Pineda now up to bat. Vikings with 1 out. Bases loaded. Facing a new pitcher. Meanwhile, softball able to score another run and are up now 2-0. Pineda fouls off the next pitch. Two strikes for Pineda now, no balls. That is into the time. Ball comes over from the softball side. So take a brief timeout here. Pineda trying to join the action now as the Vikings have been on a bit of a hit streak. Ooh, good curveball. And that'll strike out Pineda. Back up to the top of the lineup as Arroyo comes up to hit again. Arroyo started off the medley here for the Vikings, getting on base with a double. He'll take the first pitch for a strike. Swing. Called for a ball. One ball, one strike here to Arroyo. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Next pitch called for a ball. Two balls, 1 strike for Arroyo. Bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Next pitch is behind the pitcher. Richie will score. So Vikings able to steal home on that one. 2 men still on base in scoring positions. Arroyo up to bat. Another curveball for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, swung on and miss. Strike 3. What a big inning for the Vikings, as they now lead 5-1.
We're up 2-0, top of the 5th.
Really? I thought it was the 3rd.
Top of the 5th, 2-0.
So an update right now as we wait for action to begin here at the top of the 4th of the baseball field. And the softball game, meanwhile, it is the top of the 5th inning. Vikings leading 2-0. Here we go to start off the top of the 4th inning. Number 13, Oscar Hernandez, leading it off for the Knights. Mayhem into the pitch. Ooh, swung on and missed. Strike 1. Mayhem, the delivery. Hit back towards third base. Eaker up with it. Fires it towards first. Out. So 1 out. Start off the 4th. Hurtado up to bat for the Knights. Dump. Making sure to get everything in order here. All right, back in action here. Mayhem sees the sign he likes. The pitch hit hard towards center field. Arroyo under it. Caught. 2 outs. Two down. And number 17, Alex Peterson, will come up to bat. Peterson hit a good shot in the 1st inning. Actually, in the third inning, might have been the one who scored the last run for the Vikings. Ooh, hits over the shortstop head. And that's good for a base hit. So the Knights showing they're not to be taken lightly here, even with 2 outs. Number 15, the designated hitter, Harin Pinuelas, now hitting. First pitch is a strike. Mayhem checks the runner at first. He's safe. Looks over at first. Looks for a sign. The windup, the pitch. Hit back towards second base. He just scoops it up. Throws it to first. And that'll be 3 outs. No runs scored by the Knights. Vikings continue to lead 5-1. All right, just about ready to go here to start off the bottom of the 4th. David Ibarra up to bat for the Vikings. First pitch fouled back. Second pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ibarra. David waits for the next pitch. Hits it towards left field. Back towards the wall, but Knights are under it. So 1 out. That'll bring up Richard Moreno next. Ooh, first pitch. That is showing off that curve once again. The windup. Ooh, hit back towards almost a bunt towards the pitcher. He'll toss it towards first base for the 2nd out. Both look like they were caught off guard by that, but pitch was able to come up with it. Israel Leon up next. 2 quick outs here for the Vikings. Leon hoping to get on base. That is with the pitch. Hit hard towards center field and caught. So 1, 2, 3 for the Knights. And no runs brought in the 4th inning, so the score remains 5-1 with the Vikings in the lead. We remind you that you are watching Vista Sports Live, brought to you by our amazing Vista Academy here at Mountain View High School. Catch this game and replays from the previous games on our website, emuhsd.org/MVHS live. Being able to live stream many of our sporting events this year has been courtesy of our Vista Academy students and their advisor, Mr. John Mann. We thank them for all their hard work. And so here we go to start off the 5th inning. We have number 9, Andrew Longo. He pops it up. Is it in play? Is it out? Ooh, just shy of going over the fence. So a missed opportunity, nearly caught. 1 strike then to Longo. Joaquin Huerta continuing to pitch here for the Vikings. Second pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Longo. The pitch. Foul tip. One ball, 2 strikes to Longo. Mayhem looking for a sign he likes. The windup, the pitch. Swung on and missed, but dropped. He's got to throw it. And it'll be out at first. Number 10, Nathan Dang, will come up to hit. Nathan swung on and missed. Strike 1. Looks like there'll be a brief conversation between pitcher and catcher to strategize. Mayhem ready at the mound. The pitch. Called ball. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Dang. Mayhem, the windup, the pitch. Hit back towards third. Eker under it, fires it towards first. Caught, out. A nice catch there by Lopez. So 2 outs. Looks like another runner scored. Meanwhile, for softball, we'll get the score for you in a second. Swung on and missed, but looks like it was foul tipped. So Cotero able to get a piece of it. Two down here in the top of the 5th inning. Ray Cotero up to bat for the Knights. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 2 strikes, no balls. Scotero. Mayhem the pitch. Hit hard towards center field. Arroyo able to come up with it. Great catch. So no runs brought in for that inning, and the score remains 5-1. As we enter the bottom of the 5th, coach reminds his team to stay focused. A lot of baseball to be played. Ricardo Lopez will start us off here. All right, Ricardo Lopez now ready to bat. First pitch by Perez. Curveball, strike. Curveball has been working pretty well for Felix Perez today, who was brought in to pitch after David Hurtado. Another curveball, but this one is hit by Lopez, back towards second base. He'll throw it to first, first out. That'll bring up Richard Ramirez. Ramirez now ready at the plate. The windup, the pitch. Call for a strike. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 strikes. So 2 strikes, no balls for Ramirez. 1 out already for the Vikings. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Ooh, pitch is wild and hits Ramirez. He will take a base. That'll bring on Iker Mireles. Meanwhile, we bring you a update from the softball field. Lady Vikings leading 3-1 at the top of the 6th. Here on the baseball field, top of the 5th, 1 out. Iker up to bat. 1 man on. Ramirez at first. First pitch is a ball. Bettis checks the runner. Fires it outside. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch. Outside. Ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes to Mireles. This pitch is a strike. Count is 3-1 to Mireles. That is ready on the mound. The pitch. Hit back. Almost bunted. Out at first, but able to move over Richie Ramirez to second base. 2 outs. Joey Barra now up to bat with a man on second. That is with the pitch. Outside. That's actually inside. Ball. Joe ready at the plate. The pitch. Right down the middle. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ibarra. Ball is high. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Joey Barra. 2 outs. Ball is just outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. That is into the windup. The pitch. Fouled back. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bat is ready. He's at the mound. The pitch. Looks like Joe got a piece of it. So, stays alive. Oh, so still alive here. That is the windup, the pitch. Ooh, strike 3. That's the 3rd K there for Perez. So still 5-1 here as we begin the top of the 6th inning. Joaquin the Mayhem Huerta still pitching for the Vikings. 6 innings strong now. Here we go to start off the 6th. Huerta popped up. Looks like it's out of play. Ooh, heads up back there. So strike 1 for the pitcher, Felix Perez. The pitch hit towards right field. Caught. So that'll be 1 out. Number 2, Joseph Chavarria, now batting for the Knights. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Chavarria waits for the next pitch. Hits it towards right hard. Ramirez back. Gets it. 2 outs now. Oscar Hernandez will now come up to bat. 2 outs on the Knights. Mayhem deals. Hit towards left field. And it looks like it's going to be good for base. Ooh, it's a nice sliding catch by Joey Barra. Wasn't sure he only gets to first base. So the Knights get 1 on here as number 11, Hurtado, comes up to bat. Mayhem with the pitch. Hit back towards the pitcher. Shortstop able to come up with it. Pitches it towards second, and that'll be 3 outs. So here we go to start off the 6th for the Vikings. Number 27, Pineda. Pineda swung on and missed. It's like 1 ball, 1 strike to Pineda. Coach down and relax. Pineda readies. Outside. Good eye. 2 balls, 1 strike now for Freddie. That is with the windup, the pitch. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is the windup, the pitch. Hit towards right field. Good for a base hit. So Freddie able to make something happen. Now waiting there on first. Top of the lineup. Arroyo up to bat. That is in the windup, the pitch. Strike one. Oh. That is checking the runner at first. Pineda's safe. Takes another big lead. That is, delivers. Hit back towards him. Just past him. Thrown to second. Tries for the double play, but Arroyo able to beat it out. So Arroyo gets yet another hit in today's game. He's been hot. So one out here at the bottom of the sixth. One man on. David Ibarra up to bat. The pitch. Inside, but call for a strike. Ibarra waiting for the pitch. Oh, swung on a miss. Arroyo still second, and it's safe. Oh. Blue call says he has to go back to first, that the ball was dead. Lopez will come out to discuss it with the blue. But blue is adamant. But I will have to go back to first. So Moreno up to bat now. Arroyo steals. Safe. He will not be denied second base. Captain Richard Moreno now awaiting the pitch. Called outside for a ball. One ball, one strike to Moreno. Arroyo with the big lead at second. Outside. Two balls, one strike. Two outs. Moreno able to get a piece of the last one. Action over from the softball field. Looks like one of the Vikings have scored. Meanwhile, Moreno waits on the pitch. Outside. Wild pitch. Arroyo will make it safely to third. Now in scoring position. 3 balls. 2 strikes to Moreno. Hopped up.
Bottom of the sixth, 4-1.
And out of bounds. bring you a update meanwhile from the Lady Vikings, who were able to score another run and now lead 4-1 at the bottom of the 6th. Moreno continues to battle here at the bottom of the 6th for the baseball team. Bez throws it low and wild, and that'll bring him Arroyo. So with that steal from Arroyo, that'll bring the score now to 6-1 in favor of the Vikings. Ooh, Moreno caught trying to steal first and called out. But the damage has been done as the Vikings extend their lead 6-1. So Vikings will warm up here, get ready for the top of the 7th inning. Need 3 outs to put it away. So here we go. Top of the 7th. 17. Alex Peterson starting it off for the Knights. First pitch. Strike 1. Peterson awaiting the second pitch. Hit towards third. He able to come up with it. Fires it towards first. Oh, bobbled at first base, unfortunately. And Peterson is safe. The Knights will make a hitting change here, bringing in Dominic Hernandez, number 6, in place of Harim Pinuelas. Mayhem with the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Oh, timeout as the softball enters the playing field. Mayhem in the windup, the pitch. Low. But stopped by Ibarra. So Peterson will remain at first. Mayhem looking over at the runner. The pitch. Strike. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. So, looks like 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hernandez. Outside. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Dominic Hernandez. 1 runner on. Mayhem in the windup. The pitch. Hit back towards third base. He will throw it to second. To first. Safe at first. Nearly a double play. So Vikings able to get the out at second, but not at first. We have another hitting change. Number 16, Andrew Saldivar. Saldivar coming in for Andrew Longo. Same. Two strikes now on Saldivar. Man with the pitch. Hit. Popped up towards left field. Ibarra under it. Caught. Throws it back towards first. The runner able to get there in time. 2 outs. We're getting word that the softball game is final. Lady Vikings coming away with the victory, 4-1. Over here on the boys' side, Mayhem Huerta looking to go the distance. Which is just outside. 2 outs. 1 runner on, with Nathan Dang up to bat. Ball is hit, but the umpire calls time. Appears to have been a balk by the pitcher. So runner now on second base. 1 ball, no strikes to Dang. The pitch. Hit back over the shortstop. Arroyo comes up with it. Fires it to his cutoff man. Runners now on first and third. That'll bring number 12, Ray Cotero, up to bat. 2 outs. 1 runner in scoring position. Mayhem with the pitch. Popped up towards right field. Richie open to get under it. Caught. And that's it. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Mayhem goes the distance. Vikings able to get that 3rd out and win with a final score of 6-1. Boys now on a 3-game winning streak. fighting for second place with a big game coming up next against the Almani Lions. Thank you all for joining us here today. Hope you appreciated today's telecast, again courtesy of our Vista Academy. Have a great day, and as we say out here in Mountain View, inspire greatness.